Good morning, welcome back to Marty's Tying Bench. This morning I'm tying something I call a ChironoBuoy. That's B-U-O-Y buoy, because of these nice foam ears I've got on it. Every once in a while you run into a midge hatch that's going strong and the swallows are down swooping them up off of the surface, and then the fish are cruising around swooping them up from just right under the surface film. That's what this one's for. I'm tying it on a Montana Fly 7009. I think this is a 16, but it doesn't matter. You're going to pick the size that you want to imitate, and probably have an assortment. Straight shanked hook will work just fine. Now I'm going to use a gray thread. Black will work, of course. And I've got some crystal flash that I'm going to rib it with. Now this happens to be pink, and I picked that up because it was left over on my bench from some previous tying. And you'll see it doesn't matter because it's going to look almost green by the time the color of the thread shows through. If you want something solid, just don't get one of the pearl colors, get one of the solid colors like red, green. Nice, simple, even thread. Come through with the crystal flash and open these turns up so that the gray shows through between them. This is just a little glimmer here. Now that stuff will slide around a bit, so I am going to touch it with a little bit of dollar store lacquer. That's going to be just enough to keep that flash where I put it. Now for the breeding elements, the buoys, so to speak, I got some 2mm foam I've cut freehand into squares. I'm going to tie this up pretty close to the eye. Try and keep those turns right on top of each other a little bit. And I'll go ahead and trim them now so they'll be out of the way. When you got them pretty even, you're good to move on. Now I'm going to tie in some peacock and some grizzly hackle behind this. Now I like to keep the grizzly hackle fairly small. This is going to just be a little semblance of legs, and it's going to be sparse. Tie that in. I want to get one turn behind it, kind of killy gallop style. I have a little bit of bare stem below where the barbs start, because we want to get this thing nice and neat. One strand of peacock, and I want that first turn to be behind the hackle stem. And just get a nice little collar. Now I'm going to try and finesse this so that the hackle is curved backwards. I don't think it matters. This will just keep things away from the eye. I think I got a turn and a half there by the time the barb started. Couple turns to hold it in, and then I'm going to move the thread up under the foam to the eye for my whip finish. Whenever I can, I like the whip finish right down on the hook without any material under it. That always seems to be the best knot, and I can get away with a 3, 4, 5 turn whip finish, and don't have to worry about head cement. There you go. If you're going to put floatant on it, just put the floatant on the foam and the hackle. Make sure you keep it off the body. You want that body to suspend down into the water. Lots of fun when the fish are slurping on the surface. Have fun with this one.